Guys, what are we doing? Oh my god. What is it about this game, huh? This is like Dynasty Warriors, like the Bible of Dynasty Warriors, right? If anyone goes against this beautiful game, clearly there is a disdain towards it. Now, when I say against, I don't mean it in terms of it's a bad game. Sure, you want to call it a bad game? People can say that's wrong, because it's wrong. Yeah, it's a good game. And maybe I did it to myself because of what I said about it. Used to be one of my most disliked videos until, well, people got opinions. What are you gonna do? Because you guys were on it. Anyway, today we're talking about Dynasty Warriors 4 today, guys, and I want to clear up some stuff about the game. So, Dynasty Warriors 4 for me is a lower end game to me in terms of my enjoyability with the game. It's just not a game I want to sit down and play that often. It's just an okay game, right? It's an okay game. I've talked about it plenty. The kingdom-based storyline is something that's okay to me. I like the characters. I like the story of the characters and who they are and what they do and why they do it. That's why I analyze every single character instead of like individual kingdoms. I guess I could do that, but I focus on analyzing the characters because that's what's interesting to me. And when games like Dynasty Warriors 5 has the ability to do that and focus on those individualized stories, that's what I like to watch. Dynasty Warriors 4 is a great game. I have nothing against it. I'm currently making a ranking based on objectiveness of the game. Dynasty Warriors 4 is a great game. I'm gonna have it somewhere in the top, we'll see. I'm not trying to appease all the Dynasty Warriors fans out here, but I'm just trying to tell you guys I don't hate the game. Dynasty Warriors 4 is great, okay? It's a good game. It's a great game. I sound like a sales guy. Anyway, it's a good game, okay? I have nothing against the game. It's just not my cup of tea. I'd rather play Dynasty Warriors 3, nostalgia, right? And I'd rather play Dynasty Warriors 5. I wonder if I took other games, like other Dynasty Warriors 5 or 7 or 3, and I put it as low as I did with 4, would I get the same uproar as I did with 4? I don't know. I think Dynasty Warriors 4 has the most hardcore fan base, which is fine. That's totally fine to have. But I'm here just to clear the air that I do not hate the game, okay? I don't dislike it. It's just in terms of the other games that are around it, I prefer the other ones. Just a preference, that's all, right? I know some of you guys don't like Dynasty Warriors 6. I love Dynasty Warriors 6. That's okay. It's okay not to like the game, that we don't have to agree. I just wanted to bring this up because it's crazy. I don't know how many times that even in the video or videos that I make about Dynasty Warriors 4, whatever, in general, all my videos, it's always, in my opinion, or my personal preference, or based on the community, right? Because I'm doing polls right now. I'm doing polls for character. Who's your favorite character? What's your favorite weapon? That's everybody's personal preference. And when I get the results, that's different. That's not my opinion on who I think is the best character or who's the most popular character from Origins. It's based on data that I'm collecting, right? But with this and with some of my lists and stuff like that, like the best characters from Origins, some people were talking about Dong Zhuo. Dong Zhuo was a great character in Origins. I didn't even think about him, right? But I can't disagree. He just wasn't on my list. But that's okay. It's okay to disagree. Most of my list are personal preference, opinion-based list. And that's what I wanted to really just... Dynasty Warriors 4 is a great game, right? When we do the actual rankings, I don't know where it's going to land. I'm going to be as objective as I can, just looking at it from game perspective. How does it fulfill a gamer, Dynasty Warriors fan, gamer, right? Even just a regular, whatever, right? How does it fill our needs to be fulfilled in the game? Does that make any sense? Dynasty Warriors 4 is just not a game that I want to play. And it's okay. For me, Dynasty Warriors 4 was the game that I skipped over as a kid. Not on purpose. I didn't look at the cover and was like, yeah, we ain't getting this one. No, I never had a chance to get it. So I had Dynasty Warriors 3 because I found it. Then, being a kid, I don't keep track of like Dynasty Warriors. I couldn't keep track of it, right? And there's no internet-ish back then, right? So there's no way to really keep track of it. I didn't really see any ads for it or anything like that. So I completely skipped over Dynasty Warriors 4. Then somehow, I don't remember, but somehow I heard about Dynasty Warriors 5, and I got Dynasty Warriors 5. right? And then from Dynasty Warriors 5 and on, I got every single game because I was like, I'm keeping track of it, right? I'm older at the time, so it was easier to keep track of it when, you know, your brain's a little more developed versus being an 8-year-old finding a game in a drawer, right? So when Dynasty Warriors 4 came out, I think it was a year later or so, I'm like 9 or 10 years old. I just don't keep track of that. And I did have moments to play it. Like my cousin had the game. My cousin had Dynasty Warriors 4. And I played it a couple times, but I never had the opportunity to like bring it home with me and like sit down and really play it because it was their game, not mine. So I didn't have a lot of experience with Dynasty Warriors 4. For me, it was very limited. I thought the creating character thing was cool. You know, I did that with my cousin. It was chill back in the day. We had our bodyguards. You know, a lot of good memories there. But I completely skipped over Dynasty Warriors 4 in a way, and that's why for me, going back to it, it feels a little off. Like Dynasty Warriors 2. Dynasty Warriors 2 is the same thing for me. Like Dynasty Warriors 2 is a game that I didn't even start with. So when I go back to it, and when I played it for the first time after I got my channel, because that was the first time I played it, it was hard to get. That's a janky game, man. That's a hard game to get used to because the controls are limited. Obviously, there's a lot of limitations on what the game is, you know, giving you and stuff. So I have a low opinion on Dynasty Warriors 2. And there's some hardcore Dynasty Warriors 2 fans out there. But there isn't an uproar of hardcore Dynasty Warriors 2 fans coming for my throat. Coming for my channel, you know what I mean? But for Dynasty Warriors 4, you touch their baby, you die. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I want to talk about. Dynasty Warriors 4, again, it's a great game. I don't have anything against it. I'm clearing the air again. Maybe you guys don't like this video either. That's totally fine. It's totally fine. We all have opinions and that's okay. I make the videos I make because I love the game. I love Dynasty. The franchise, the series, everything about the game is amazing. I love it. Even the bad stuff I don't like, Dynasty Warriors 9, right? I still find things to enjoy about the game, and that's why I dedicate my whole channel to this. I love it. My whole goal with the channel is to become either a owner, partial owner, or executive producer of the franchise, right? That's the only franchise. Like, if I get into Koei Tecmo somehow, where I'm able to have that kind of influence, I'm only focused on Dynasty Warriors. Maybe Samurai Warriors, maybe, but I have to really get good at that. But Dynasty Warriors is my main goal. That's my dream. My dream is to own the game so I can have a very strong creative control over it, so I can create a game that I know is gonna do well. If I had control of Dynasty Warriors Origins, I would have made the guy customizable. I would have made a true Destiny mode. Like, I would have found a way to make a budget, to make the game to where when you make choices, when you actually do dialogue responses, it affects things. Like, the ending of Origin is a little anticlimactic. The little like letter, like the whole the thing they try to do from Dynasty Warriors 3, the whole like word thing where they explain your journey. That is so bland. Like, everybody got the same thing. You get the general peace thing, the general defense. You don't get it. The noteworthy thing never changes. It's always the fire attack, right? Or the wind. It's always about the wind. No matter what. There's no other way to get a different one for that. The battle in terms of the KOs, you can get different ones depending on which battle that you have the most KOs in. If I had full control over the franchise, I would make a game to where it is absolutely beautiful. Is it gonna be perfect? No. Is it gonna be Dynasty Warriors 4 perfect? No. Boo this man! Is it gonna be perfect? No, but it will be a great game. Because, I mean, fans, we play the game so much. Like Tomohiko Show, his favorite, or his inclination towards favorites is, I think he said like Star Wars and another franchise that I can't remember, but Star Wars, right? So he loves Star Wars, and he wants to make a Star Wars Muso game, or I can't remember exactly, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Tomohiko Show said that he has a very high interest in other franchises and making them into a Muso game, which means that, not saying he doesn't love Dynasty Warriors, but that's not like the top. For me, Dynasty Warriors is the top. I want to make Dynasty Warriors like the best. For me, Dynasty Warriors is a passion that I want to create and make amazing. It's an amazing game. I mean, nostalgia is really what's fueling me, and then just falling in love with the characters, the passion, the different things. I mean, it's just, I mean, you guys are watching this, you guys are fans, you guys understand that there is a certain inclination the game has for you, and for me, it's so strong that I want to control the way the game is. I want to make it great. If I can't, then I will have to venture out and just make my own version of Dynasty Warriors, which is fine. You know, it will happen. It's going to happen. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up my video before I just keep going on a long monologue tangent on nothing. Dynasty Warriors 4, basically, say it's a great game. I don't have anything against the game. videos I make moving forward in terms of rankings for. I mean, it's just not a game that I'm going to be inclined to, you know, and that's okay. I don't play. The game's not that game for me. You know, like Dynasty Warriors 3, Dynasty Warriors 6, and Dynasty Warriors 5. Those are my favorites. Those are going to remain my favorites for a while. If they make Origins and like Dynasty Warriors 8 combined, like if they combined it, get free mode back, that's probably going to be number one. Gameplay, oh god. Like the potential of the next Dynasty Warriors game is pretty exciting to think about, right? And I talked about before, if they do it the right way, it's going to be so good. If they don't, then that means they're kind of lazy, right? Because it's going to be hard to say, well, you know, budget's not going to allow us to create unique weapons and create free mode and customizable characters. Sorry, we can't do that because of the budget. Dude, you just made over $100 million at least from the 1 million copies that you sold from Origins. So plenty of budget now. You know, I'm sure everybody got paid really well. So let's see that new game. Let's see a beautiful next game, because I have high expectations for the next Dynasty Warriors game. Not the next spin-off, Empires. I have semi expectations, or Extreme Legends. I don't think they're gonna do that. I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to use the words Extreme Legends anymore due to a lawsuit with Capcom. Anyway, in terms of the next main game, I have really high expectations for. I hope it does really well. And yeah, that's all I have for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know down below, guys. What do you guys think? Dynasty Warriors 4, am I really that much of a hater? I'm not. I don't hate it. It's not a favorite of mine, and I think that's okay. Let me know down below. I will see you all in the next video.